Hello my lovely friends, my name is Rue. How do you do? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing what I have called in the past an autism chat, or what did I call them? Audi chats. I haven't done one in a while, because I just haven't felt like talking about it. I haven't really had any new input, new insights, whatever. But I wanted to talk about something today, so we're going to. Okay, I'm going to tap on whatever's on my desk, which currently is a remote. Getting our first airplane of the video out of the way, I see. So, if you are new to my channel, my name is Rue. I'm a late diagnosed autistic person. I was diagnosed in October of 2021. It's been a while since I've done this intro. Sometimes on this channel I talk about autism stuff, just ramble about whatever I'm thinking about, so there you go. And today I want to talk about social anxiety, which I know I have made a video about previously, but I could not tell you what I talked about in that video. I have no idea where I was at with it then, like how I was feeling about it. I don't know. But lately, I've been very interested in learning to overcome my social anxiety, or at least like make it more bearable. It's kind of a goal I'm working on, sort of, or at least, I don't know. I'm trying to learn more about maybe how to make it more manageable. I started therapy at the beginning of the year. I've actually only been 3 times because I had some insurance problems that were not my fault. But my whole thinking with the therapy thing is that I would have this thing to go to where I'm talking to a person, so I'm getting used to talking to a person on a regular basis and trying to build a relationship with them, whatever, yada yada yada, and that would help my social anxiety in theory, because everything you read about how to fix your social anxiety is like exposure. You gotta expose yourself to social things or whatever. Which, I mean, obviously that is true to an extent. I mean, it is true, because like if you don't do the thing, you can't get better at the thing. But I also feel like it's bigger than that for me. Anyways, because I feel like the problem for me is not that I'm perceiving the situation incorrectly and like my fear is not justified. I think my fear is justified because like the way I am does not allow me to have successful social interactions because of the autism. And so everyone I have, or most that I have, go very badly. And so every time I do one, it just like reiterates this fear. And I'm like trying to sort of pull this apart and like dissect it and figure out what I need to do to make it better, because like I'm a problem solver and I feel like I'm pretty good at like picking apart a problem and like looking at all the pieces and being like, okay, what is the best way to deal with this, to fix this, whatever. But with this, it feels very complicated, and it's like I can't see all of the parts because they're not defined, or like, I don't know. I think it's gonna take me a while to figure out, but I wanted to like talk with you guys, I don't know, to kind of like, maybe talking about it helps figure out something up here. So like, one thing I've recently sort of realized, which like, I don't know if this is a realization or just sort of like, what am I trying to say? Like, I knew this, but I kind of connected it to, what am I trying to say? Let me just explain. So, you know, I get very overwhelmed by, let me switch to something else. Okay, I get very overwhelmed by, like, new things. Even good new things. And I like recently kind of realized it's because it's like all of this new information is like going into my brain, and like my brain maybe is like, like, I feel like the typical brain tends to like filter stuff, you know, whereas my brain is like processing all of it at the same time. And so I like freak out, and even if it's a good thing, it's like, oh my god, there's so many things that I have to think about, and I get really like overstimulated or something. But like, once it has a chance to kind of like sink in, I'm okay. And I'm almost sort of thinking on a similar level, like social interactions are a lot of information being thrown at me that I'm having to process through. And so I get extremely overwhelmed and overstimulated. So I think that's a part of it. But so I said this to my therapist yesterday. I was like, I don't think it's ever gonna get better, because every time I do a social thing, it feels bad. Like, it's reinforcing that it's bad, you know? And so every time I do this, it's like, oh, this is irrational fear. And so what I'm thinking is like, I think I need to figure out how to have good social interactions, or at least make them bearable. That way I can have some good ones and reiterate like, hey, this isn't a totally bad thing. You're fine. You can do this. But I think I need to learn some skills or something. And I was kind of like on YouTube yesterday, sort of like looking at this stuff, because I feel like, here's what I would love. I would love if someone gave me an equation for like, these are the things you do in a conversation, these are the rules, follow this and you're good. Like, obviously that doesn't really exist, because like, human interactions are so complex and variable. But I feel like that would make it so much easier, more pleasant, because I do find in situations where there's a script, like, you know, like at a grocery store, And if I have to talk to a cashier, I know what we're saying. Like, I know the protocol, you know? There's no freestyling. Like, it's known. And I can do that. It's where you're just talking to a person and there's not like a goal or like there's not a set formula for the conversation, is when I really freeze up and have a really difficult time. So I was like looking on YouTube to see if anyone had like how to get better at this, whatever. I did find this one lady, and I haven't looked into her like very much at all. So like, I don't know if she's good or not, but she was talking about how when she was like in college or something, like her professor assigned a group project, and she's like, I will do like 5 times the work if I don't have to work with anyone else. And the professor was like, the whole point of the project is for you to work with other people. And he was like, you're really good at like science and math and stuff, so like look at socialization the same way you would like a scientific experiment or something, you know? Observe people and sort of, I don't know, figure it out logically. And that makes sense to me. And I also liked that she sort of says she like embraces her awkwardness or something. Like her channel is called The Science of People. Again, I don't know if she's good or not, but I like the idea. But she talks about like embracing your awkwardness. So it's not like you're pretending to be someone else either. So like I feel like I have to figure out learn the rules of a good social interaction, but like without the masking. Like learn how to do it for me specifically, like without pretending to be another person. I think I feel like I have to learn how to do that so that my social anxiety like goes away, or not goes away, because it'll probably never go away, but like then I can start having positive experiences and reinforcing to my brain like, hey, you're not gonna die in these situations, actually. And maybe, wow, did you hear my jaw crack? And maybe they could be good. I'm grabbing something else. Got a little notebook. So yeah, I've been struggling a lot with this. I don't know if I'd say struggling, but like thinking a lot about it and wanting to do better, because there's this part of me that like does want to build relationships and does want to socialize. Like I feel like I'm at the point in my like burnout recovery where I'm like actually wanting to seek connection, but then when I do, it's horrible because I have social anxiety and my body just reacts like it's an unconscious thing. The other thing is, I don't know, I think I'm interrupting a thought that I was trying to finish, but and I just forgot what I was going to interrupt myself with. The other thing, what was the other thing? Enjoy some tappy taps while I think. The other thing is, my therapist asked me, what am I thinking when I'm like socially anxious? And I was trying to remember, like, what am I thinking? I don't think I'm thinking anything. Like it's blank. Like that's the problem. It's blank. lose all thoughts. And I think that contributes to the problem because, like, if I don't have anything up here to pull out, then I can't participate in a conversation and people are gonna think I'm weird. So, which, like, the blankness I think is partially caused by the anxiety because you can't think when you're anxious. But I mean, I'm also just really not good at conversation and talking. There's like some truck noises outside. So it's difficult. But I'm feeling like the solution might be to work on my social skills. Which I don't like. I wish I didn't need to. But I feel like that might be the answer that I'm looking for. Because otherwise I'm just gonna keep repeating the same problems over and over and over again. And like re-emphasizing to myself like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. But yeah, I could talk more, but it's starting to get loud outside. And I think that was basically what I wanted to say anyways. So I'm gonna end the video here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you have any thoughts, comment below. Any tips that helped you. I love you. Thanks for hanging out today, and I will see you in my next video.